And if you don't destroy the CD, he'll come after you too. He's too fast
Whoever
for
wrote
me.
this clearly doesn't understand how to write a
Please,
good
Tom,
creepypasta.
Destroy this godforsaken disc before he comes after you too.
Hey!
Whoa, hey Alex, what are you doing at my apartment this late?
So I was at the game lair the other day, and I found your Super Angelo Land game in the display case.
How do you know this is my game?
It has your name right on the disc.
Fair point. For all time's sake, I want to play this game again. Would you mind joining with me?
Well, couldn't be any worse than my old games.
Well, let's find out, my dude. Hold on a sec. This isn't Super Angelo Land. It's one of those crappy.exe games.
Well, ain't this a kick in the head?
Yeah, this isn't really scary at all. Whoever is doing this, I'm not really impressed.
You're not impressed?
No, not really, dude. Like, come on, a CD-ROM with my name written on it with black marker? Can you be more original than that?
Heh. You guys don't know where you got yourselves into, Here's what I'm going to do. You guys are going to play my game, attempt to escape the apartment, saving your own lives, or I'll kill both of you. Time is ticking.
Oh, would you look at the time? I'ma go now. See you later.
You guys aren't taking this seriously. Alright then, I'll just leave you guys be. You guys either live or die tonight.
So, Alex, since we're stuck in my apartment and we might die tonight, wanna look at some Sonic.exe art?
No thanks, I'll just die.
Good thing I have my data on me.
Deviantart Hours gives us all hope. That site has a hero. He's IndieAnjelo and he reviews art on his web show.
Hey guys, Spooky Angelo here, bringing you a scary and creepy episode of Deviantart Hours. And in today's episode, we'll be looking at Sonic.exe art with my buddy Alex. Just bad ones in general, nothing too weird. Also, Snowy will get a kick out of this because, you know, he's a Sonic fanboy.
Hey! And I'm ALGameDev. I first met Angelo way back in 2012, back when I was making awful self-insert Sonic fan games. He, alongside Zach and Ryan, gave me plenty of criticism to the games, and I decided to partner up with them and improve my skills. Years passed and I'm now in college for game design, and I make indie games on the side. Oh, and I also have a crippling addiction to Cherry Coke.
Anyway, Sonic.exe. I just want to point out how generic the creepypasta is. I know it's old news, but I just want to point out my opinion. The story tries so hard to be scary. Like, it starts off with the writer being an avid Sonic fan. Pretty typical for every video game creepypasta. Then the story goes off with the reader getting the game from his friend Kyle. I really don't want to go deeper into the story because it just gets really ridiculous. So long story short, the game is haunted. Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman get killed by Sonic. And at the end, the reader was killed by a Sonic plushie. Also blood. A lot of blood. I don't really think the author put a lot of thought into this creepypasta. It's all about the blood, the hyper-realistic bullshit, and just the overall edginess the story had to offer. It wasn't really scary. Take Lost Silver for example. It sticks to its original source material. It makes it a lot scarier if you read it through, and plus this creepypasta actually has meaning where a video game character can escape death. It's dark and just outright creepy, and that's what made Lost Silver so damn good. As for Sonic.exe, it tries to be scary. story. It tries to make the reader uncomfortable with all of its blood, gore, and it's just so laughable nowadays. To be frank though, yes, I was actually scared after reading this dumb story when I was a high schooler. And I didn't know any better. So yeah, I'm a faggot, but my views change over time, so it's not that creepy. Alex, any thoughts?
Me being a game developer, I'll focus my opinions on the actual game that the fans made of it. I read the story and then I watched gameplay footage of the game to compare them. I laughed. Like, a lot. Like, it was exactly like Tom described it. In the story, Tom says he heard a laugh that sounded like Kefka. Well, in the game, those boneheads just put in the actual Kefka laugh! When Tom describes the sky as being like Stardust Speedway's bad future, that's exactly what you see in the game. And the hyper-realistic blood splatters? Yep, they're sprites ripped directly from Mortal Kombat. And lastly, this picture. Oh please, if I wanted scary, I'd go back to my hometown.
Without further ado, let's take a look at the drawings we have for you guys tonight. Looks like Sonic got out of the murder case and got himself a loving family. I believe his wife is named Madison and the baby is named Matt.exe, so I'm guessing the whole family are the .exe family. The EXEs. Fucking Christ.
Okay, if I were to give Mr. Family Man here a wife, I'd hook him up with frickin' Shrek.exe from my old Layers.exe game and give him a Cthulhu baby!
Sonic's fur isn't that dark. I can't see the black outlines very well, and I really think his ears aren't that triangular. The same goes for the person's original characters. I would try to make the ears more like the ones you would see in any Sonic media, just don't trace like this. Please don't. Also, one of Madison's leg looks fucked up, but I would like to say this, at least you've put in the effort to the eyes, I suppose, but however, though it would be cool if you made them gradient next time. What is this piece? This looks like as if someone just ate a bunch of crayons and just threw up on a piece of paper and this happened.
Well, if I'm gonna give Sonic.exe 6666 any credit, he did use a scarlet colored crayon for his red shade, which is a superior red of the Crayola crayons.
I guess, but it's just the way this person draws. Clearly this individual doesn't know how to color well because I can barely see his body. Looks like his cloak is consuming his entire body. I don't know, but that's just me. I just think he should color precisely, so it would be easier for me or anybody to even look at this picture.
Hold your hedgehogs, Angelo. This is 6666's art today. Now this is what I'm talking about. He colored the king drawing back in July when he did this only a few weeks ago. So, that's quite some improvement for only 4 months. It took me nearly 10 years to get where I am now, and even I still can't draw characters like this.
Whoa, he did improve. But if he's going with this direction, he'll improve vastly in the future. Hell, this piece is even better than his King Sonic.exe drawing. Alright, this one isn't bad. This piece shows some actual effort put into it, but it does lack quality. Usually hands are pretty much the size of your head, and the artist behind this picture made them a tad small. And why is Tails taller than Eggman? I know they drew Eggman standing behind Tails, but it just looks really off. It looks like as if they're kind of standing next to each other. The shadows are lazily made. It would be better if the shadows would be bodily shaped for each character instead of just circles. And the background doesn't seem to fit well with the floor. It's not even parallel.
The description is pretty rad too. Zerdy here explains that the piece is inspired by one of the best Sonic.exe games called Sonic.exe The Nightmare Beginning. Besides the fact that there is no such thing as a good .exe game, the game involves Sonic's 3 determinations in the form of Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik for some reason, freeing him of Exeterior, whatever, it's the name of the demon possessing Sonic. Huh, who knew he had a name?
Speaking of determination, we are now heading into Undertale territory with this outstanding piece of art with Sonic as Ness from Earthbound. As retarded as this can be, I mean come on, this doesn't even make sense. Sans is a chill guy, and he's not a crazy psychopath who kills people like Sonic.exe, but I do like the art. It's drawn well, keeping the Undertale and Sonic aesthetics in line. The line art is a bit basic for me, and if you can see closely, there are lines that go through other lines. Well, barely. However, this is a small problem and everybody I know doesn't do this kind of mistake. Even I avoid this, so you might want to consider looking through your art before posting it.
The lighting is a bit off with this one. As there's random bright areas, there should only be one of those to convey proper lighting. But hey, Gamer128's Undertale sprites are really neat, like, really good. It's very clear where this dude's strengths are. So, keep up the sprite work, man.
This person literally took a picture from their iPhone or Android or whatever the fuck they use and posted onto Deviantart. You know there's a function where you can save it as a PNG, not JPEG, and upload it as it is. It's that simple. Now for the drawing itself. Let's start off with the arms. They're not realistically proportioned right. Like both of Sonic's arms are on his stomach. It just looks so wrong that you really want to fix it but you can't. You really can't. It's not visually pleasing at all. Also, the hand is not drawn right either. The hand, it's on the wrong side. This person doesn't know the concept of anatomy. Okay, kind of, but you get the point. This is truly horrifying to look at in an artistic perspective.
So, are those the eyes of his victims behind him? I can hardly tell what those are supposed to be. Sonic's quills aren't that large and don't flow in that direction. Perhaps Dragaho was going for a more supersonic look. But even if that were so, it's still incorrect. The claws protruding out of his gloves are a decent touch though. Kinda wish we can see them better.
Anyways, that'll do for today's episode of Deviantart Hours. If you didn't like this video, then smash that motherfucking dislike, and don't consider subscribing. Okay, thanks, bye.
And if you excuse me, I need to bleach my eyes.
So you guys didn't bother with the—
Yeah, we weren't interested in your little game.
I literally gave you guys an hour to find a way out, and the both of you did nothing this whole time? What about the door being locked, the power outage, the fog, and even the guts I left in your fridge?
What guts?
What do you mean, what guts? Ugh. I am God! Your fantasies can never be quenched, can they? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Why would it react to only Duke Nukem Forever? Wait a minute. Something's wrong here.
Whoa, what happened here?
Yeah, we heard loud banging coming from your apartment. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything is alright. This smoke. It's familiar. Oh, jeez. Cretino has been using black magic this whole time.
Seriously? Black magic? That's just cliche.
Who's Cretino? He sounds like a brand of microwave pizzas.
It's some dude I know. A very bad one at that. He's out there still doing this type of shit. No wonder why the game reacted to his black magic. Why is he still using this power? Just... why?
Hey everyone, thank you for watching this train wreck of a video. As you found out earlier, I'm an indie game developer. My latest project is a 2D platforming beat-em-up called Senioritis. You play as a purple-shirted senior in high school beating the crap out of homework assignments and stopping a sexually harassing punk named Quince from messing up your social life. The game takes inspiration from Sonic, Mega Man, and Scott Pilgrim. Your boy Angelo's been doing the character art, so you know it's gonna be good. We're gonna be releasing the first demo soon, so links are in the description.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Yeah,